Good morning, everybody. It's MarketChameleon.com. I'm Adam. That's Will. I'm being quiet this morning because my wife says I'm too loud. How's that
Love you,
sound?
chameleons.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Remember, options trading is risky. There's our disclaimer. Be careful out there. We're just giving you some ideas. You got to do your own research, and that is what the chameleon is for. You going to bring it today, Will? What do we got today?
Pretty good research tool. I don't know. It's funny your wife was saying you're too loud. I was at a meeting last night, and they were like, "God, Will, you happen to be very loud in your with this topic of discussion." I was like, "Ooh, apologize about that." Is that a McBride curse?
I think handed down generation to generation. Absolutely, dude. That is handed down, man. It's just how loud your kids are gonna be, man.
It is. Loud. It's a
were you giving a speech
issue.
Or something? While you're bringing up the screen, tell us about this. Was this like a business consulting type meeting? What was this?
I wish it was that important. No, it was a youth rec league meeting, which I run the girl side. I have 3 daughters, which this next item I'm going to show you is a little disturbing. I have to warn all 3 of them about going.
What are you doing, man?
Going to shopping centers.
Oh boy. What are you doing?
I was
bring up this. I don't see anything, man. I see you this morning, but I don't see. Are you sharing your screen with us?
I was, yeah. Let me go back and
bring up the Chameleano. I want to see some chameleon, man.
The technology is just off this morning. I apologize, and I guess I won't even go into that.
Now I got
that video. I won't go into the video, but what I was looking at, I was thinking about this holiday season. I was sent on a mission the other day to acquire some things from. I'll be really soft, Santa. So I would
Santa.
And so I went into Target and noticed the crowds, very crowded. And so this morning I'm looking. I wanted to see how all the retail stocks. I know there's been some damage this month. The market swings have been unbelievable. But if you look at the 1 month change in some of these retailers, Big Lots down 30%. Fred down 22%.
Right.
Tuesday Morning, which I'm not even aware of, that must be a retailer from the Midwest. Walmart down 11%, but still.
So you guys,
11%.
just so you know, Will's looking at Target TGT, and then if you scroll down on the left-hand side under company info, just click similar stocks, and it brings up everybody in there. Brings up the similars in that sector, which is great. Really awesome feature to quickly look at the competitors.
Exactly. And so my beloved Miss Ollie's down 24%, but you see for the year it's still up 35%. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, for the year, Target's still up. But, I'm thinking, God, if these numbers come out anywhere reasonable after the Christmas holiday season, you could get a pop in some of these stocks. So, it's a place to start digging. What I was going to look at today. And is
that a common strategy for you? You do a combo of numbers combined with your real world experience, what you're looking at.
Again, you've got to start building stories, right? It's around the holiday season. I mean, we can look at go ahead and look at seasonality here, see if there's anything seasonal in Target.
Yep.
The seasonal strength seems to be July. May is the weakness, so nothing falls in this time of year. Back to the similar stocks I wanted to show, but there is if you look below, we have, and this may just be on my premium feature. I'm not exactly sure if you see it on just the basic feature, but there's a correlation to XRT, which is the retail section. Obviously, XRT is made up of probably most of these stocks, and it's almost a 1-to-1. The beta is a 1. So what I was thinking about today is maybe getting long some Target. With a spread, a bullish spread, and then maybe seeing if there's an opportunity to stay on the short side, that sector as a whole, in case this market continues to go down, and see if there was anything there. So I looked at credit put spreads first, and actually it was a debit call spreads I looked at. And let's see, Target.
TGT. So you're a fan of Target just because of their beautiful retail presentation, or why you like Target rather than say Walmart or one of the other retailers? Why Target?
Everyone's gonna. I mean, everyone's.
Did you just like that because it's still up on the year? Because it's still had a pretty big pop over the year.
Well, it's had a big sell off. I think they're getting their mixture right. They're in store sales, and you drive down the shop and look at the different lots, and in my area they always seem to be filled. So this is just a personal experience, and looking for a good retailer who I think is getting it right. But anyways, I'm looking at a spread so I can identify my risk and know what my risks are if it goes wrong. And looking at Target there, and this is our new screener, and it gives a little bit more information and some better analytics. It shows. So I searched by win rate. So there were 2 that showed up with 100% win rate, and you can put the strategy on.
Will, are you saying I'm definitely going to win?
No, this is just going over the last. You can load the analysis and look. It's the last 12 observations. I mean, this is a lot of information. I'd have to give you a personal demo, or our main man would give you a demo for that. But just this is the theoretical edge. So this is, if you want to be the house, the casino, instead of the person sitting at the table with a martini, this is what you want to look at. You want to look at where the theoretical edge is, the win rate, and we also have downside cushion here. And return if the stock is flat. So you can go through these, and there were quite a few opportunities with a high win rate, nice theoretical edge, reasonable returns, over the next into January. So you'll get the earnings season and maybe some news after earnings.
Now just so everybody knows, following along, if you're on MarketChameleon.com, you can go to screeners, and then under bullish market, debit call spreads, call put spreads, all those ones in there. This is the screeners we're looking at right now. So head on over. You can try for free for 7 days. So pretty sweet, man. These new screeners are sick, dude. That is so professional. Nice job. Way to hop in there. That's awesome. That's what makes me get up at 4. You like how I snuck that in there? You like that, man.
I do. That is
9 a.m. We got this WKRP in Cincinnati. Happy to have you with us. Will taking us through the Chameleon this morning.
Not to overly chit chat, but you've got to have a lot. I mean, a man like Howard Stern, what he's been able to create, getting up on a 24-hour cycle and just doing it every day. 8 hours behind. I mean, it's incredible.
You got to bring it, man.
Yeah, they're not paid enough. Not paid enough.
Well, he's paid enough.
he is. You're right. But for every one of him, how many of
there's tens of thousands for every one of him.
Yeah. Well, look at the 2 of us. I mean, it's an incredible journey someone has to go through.
It's a miracle. Well, dude, what we're doing now. I mean, I've talked about this, maybe not with you, but on my other shows.
Wait. Do you have another show?
Other shows. My other
pods. What show's that?
Costa Rica Experience podcast. If anybody wants to check it out, we're everywhere.
The
Costa Rica Experience.
You're number 1 in Ecuador, I've heard, as a podcast.
I'm huge in the Bolivian Republic.
We were, funny enough, our podcast, and I do know the difference between podcasts now and YouTube streaming.
Yes.
It's amazing. But we were at a time number 6 in Estonia.
No, we actually we hit the top in the business chart in Estonia for one beautiful day.
45 Estonians.
But you think about it. I mean, the technology behind it, and that's why I'm often so bullish on technology. I mean, you think about it. What we're doing this morning, this used to cost. How much you couldn't even do this? Of course, it was impossible to do. But if you did do this, it was millions of dollars. I mean, I've talked to guys who were going to set up record studios, recording studios here in Costa Rica back at the turn of the 2000. And, they were looking at $1 million investment to set up a record studio. Now it's $20,000. You're all in.
Wait, can you? So let me just say, if you invested $1 million
In a recording
when did you
studio?
say it? At the start of the 2000s? You're telling me you can't get $1 million back today? Do you know
you better hope that property's worth $1 million. That's all I got to say.
When we were first building the first version of the Chameleon that allowed us to trade off floor and remotely.
Yep.
I mean, the amount we spent. I mean, I'm going to fall off the back of my chair. You know, the homes.
You could have had that beach house you always dreamed about, man. You could have had that beach house.
Well, I you know.
I know. Don't you hear that, folks? That's regret, my friends. Regret.
That isn't regret. I have a beach house. I just have to rent it all year to keep it. Come on. It's an investment, my friend. My brother. Awesome. It's an investment.
It's an investment. I call it an investment property. My brother likes to call it a beach house. Well, how awesome is this though? What would our dad say if he knew that? Well, I guess we did know. We both have beach houses, man. Dude, how awesome is this world, man?
It is a magical world.
We couldn't even say beach when we were growing up. We weren't even allowed to say beach. That's how poor we were, man.
we were so far on the other side of the tracks, our beach had rocks on it. It was full of rocks. Pebbles. We had to walk on pebbles to get to the water.
All right, man. Give us some more chameleon stuff, man. What do we got? So everybody knows where that screener is. So check it out. And so it gives you what Will's talking about there is the theoretical value. And this is basically for anybody who doesn't really know. This is you playing the casino and, looking at, Will can break it down better than I can, but there it's reading. You can read it right there for yourself. But that's your edge. Like if you're trading this, and over the long term, these are the historical.
Well, what we've exposed here is this is the edge traders use, Wall Street uses to analyze the value of each option based on a series of inputs into a model.
Right.
And so what we're exposing to you is this is a theoretical edge. This doesn't mean you're going to win 100% of the time. It doesn't mean you're going to gain 2% just by putting this trade on. This is the edge in the marketplace. So this is a bookie would describe it as the VIG. This is you don't want to do these trades because this is negative edge. This means that's what we're exposing to you. So just when if you've built if you've done your research and you want to get into Target and you have a set hold time and you want to know your pain points, what your reward is, what your risk is, or you just go buy the stock and then it's 50-50 up or down, right? This is analyzing it and taking in all the variables and putting the odds on your side. So that's what we're trying to expose here. That's not what we're trying. That's what we're exposing.
We're doing, yeah.
So
absolutely.
So anyways, the other side of that trade I was talking about based on the correlation with the Spider Retail Index is I looked at a bearish spread in XRT. So if XRT were to stay where it is or go down, these were the type of returns we're looking at, 40%, 50%, 40%. Yep. So if you think the retail sector, which I do, there may be there may be some rough earnings in the other stocks. So this, and maybe you just like this trade. I mean, this could, you don't have to get involved with Target.
Yep.
Or you may not like anything I say at all and don't do anything and look for your own.
Or do my advice, do the exact opposite.
Yes, if you wanted to do the opposite, you could go down to the credit put spreads and the debit call spreads and do a bullish side to this trade.
Yep.
But anyway, so again, there's a lot to dig deeper into here. But here are the win rates and the edge in the trades in XRT to get on the bearish side of the trade. So
nice.
Something to look at today going into the shopping. Well, not that we're going into it. We're knee deep into the holidays. This is the month from Thanksgiving on where the retailers make all their money for the year.
Yep.
Whoever said having your own business is easy, they have no idea. Imagine a company.
You fat cats making all the money with your beach houses.
They work, pay, take all that risk. I mean,
for a whole year.
This video I was going to show this morning was like the risk to a company like Target. I read another story about a woman who lost her toe in an escalator incident. I mean, we've talked about incidents like that before on this show. And, you take as an owner of a business, as a
huge risk, man.
Publicly traded company.
Dude, show us the video. You've piqued our interest. Let's see it, dude. Come on.
This was an incident that happened in a Target store. So, I mean, look, there's the bullseye. It's Target. This is a negative story. And this woman was in a mall shopping for a swimsuit in Florida. And this pervo.
Oh, come on.
I mean, of all things, I mean, this guy. I mean,
what is he like on a live? He's on like a Facebook Live or something like that.
Well, she noticed this woman.
She's actually filming him. I got you. Yeah.
She recognized him from another incident she had with him at like a, at a Publix in Florida, where he came up to her. So she sees him and it immediately clicked.
That's
so
crazy.
he starts asking her crazy questions, and she's like, I know you. And so she chases him out of the store, yelling at all the employees, call the cops.
Wow.
Grab that pervert. Meanwhile, she's throwing F-bombs all. Turns out to be a great video. Now,
this is the modern society. Good for her and good for all of us. I mean, it's kind of my new theory is that you will be exposed. This idea you can't hide anymore, and this part of people don't like it because everything is out there. But dude, we're becoming a much more open society where you can't, the idea of hiding, thankfully for these kind of crazy people.
Yeah. And I mean, tragically, that guy, I mean, if he had bumped into me at the mall, looked like a normal dude. I mean, it's just absolutely shocking. I mean, obviously in the mugshot he didn't, but it's whoa.
Wow.
I mean, and think that's what, people have to go through it, when they're shopping for clothes is shocking. But good for her for pulling out that camera.
Yeah, man.
And chasing him down. And
catching the bad guys. She's our Market Chameleon hero of the day. If she contacts us, she gets a free month on Market Chameleon.
Yeah. For sure. For her and all her family into the holidays.
All right, Brozilla, man. Is that it for us today? We went deep on target today. Deep on target. All right, guys. Everybody remember you can click down below. Click everywhere. We got the MarketChameleon.com links. You can follow along with us. Use the same data Will uses. Get yourself an edge. That's what we're talking about, right? Remember?
You need that theoretical edge,
man. If you're trading long term, if you're not trading like me, I like to just throw all my chips on one stock. But if
wait, stop.
What? That's the way I like to do it, dude. You can't tell me what to do. Will, you don't own me, right? You got your beach house.
That's true.
I got my beach house. We each got their different ways, man. We can all get their different ways. I like to throw all my chips on one stock, man. You don't like to do that? You like to bet 1%? You think you're smart?
All right, Mr. Facebook. Love you, chameleons.
All right, everybody. Have fun out there and take care.
College education is now in Mark Zuckerberg's hands. I love Mark Zuckerberg.
What Will's referring to is me loving to bet all my chips on Facebook, which I do. I've told it right here. I like to throw all my chips down, man.
I don't want to see this.
The funny thing is, it's not that many.
I don't want this happening. I don't want a lot of this.
No tears.
If all of a sudden, God only knows what they're doing with that data.
Oh, it's awesome.
All right,
we know
everybody.
what they're doing. All right, take care, everybody. Have a great day trading. Stay safe out there. Bye.
I got to run live.